Hello, hello, hello! How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing amazing. Boom! Oh, that's my Spotify. Whoops, that's a picture. Whoops, that's documents. Look, it's Planet Zoo. We're in Keypark. Hey, not that apple. Hey, elephant puppet. Hey, elegant duck. My bad. And hello, Olaf. Yes, welcome everyone. So it's been a bit. Hey, Jody Oliver. It's been a good bit. I once again had some PC problems. This is a common occurrence, or it has been for the past year. I now basically have a completely new computer, give or take a couple of months on some of the parts. So I'm hoping this will be good. So far, it's really good. Hello, Oleg. As you can tell, I'm wearing a scarf. Not because I'm cold, I've got a bit of neck pain, so I'm trying to keep it warm, which helps. But don't worry about me. I just think I wore my backpack wrong yesterday, because I was at the zoo all day, and if you're lugging around a backpack, it can really strain your neck. So at least when I have all my camera gear with me, that is. So anywho, here we are, Keypark. It's been a bit. It's been a whole bit for me. I have not played Planet Zoo. I've played maybe once ever since I came back from my holiday. So that's at least a month ago. But I mean, before that was my holiday. And I think before my holiday I didn't play that much either. So really I haven't played Planet Zoo in so long. And I really want to get back into things. I mean, of course I have been moving house. I have been... Oh my god, there's so much stuff to catch up on. And I'm gonna completely blank out on all of it probably. But yeah, let's just jump into some things. The one thing that I did since returning from holiday, which, if you didn't know, I went on a holiday to Nepal. And there will be a video, or a couple of videos probably, about that coming hopefully soon. I started editing them before my computer broke, and then I had to quit basically. Or, not that I had time, because December is crazy. I didn't fill my water bowl, that's bad. I might do that in a sec. But yeah, I started working on this video, so they should be coming out soon. I'm gonna try to finish up the first one within the following week if I can. But we'll see how that goes, because I also have other stuff going on. But then I went to Nepal, so I came back, of course, with a lot of inspiration for the Asia area, which was predominantly an India area, which thankfully is pretty easy to shift from India to Nepal, because yeah, of course, after visiting Nepal, I really wanted to use some of that inspiration for Keypark. So right before the stream, I spent about half an hour gathering some references over here. So this is a bunch of Red Panda stuff, which we'll get into. But also, these are some buildings in Kathmandu that I thought could be nice and fitting for the little city that we're building here in Keypark. And I'm just trying to be... I don't know, I have a certain idea in mind for what I want this village in Keypark to look like. And I have a lot of references that are good for that. Because oh yeah, this type of building and that type of building, that's a chicken coop. But I'm trying to be a little cautious in portraying it as this is what a Nepali village looks like. Because I have a vision, and I'm picking and choosing buildings from Nepal that fit that vision. So that's not really creating an accurate Nepali village or anything. So I don't know if I should be cautious with that, if that's a bad thing to do, or... I mean, it's a game, so it's free. it's not the worst thing imaginable, of course, but still, I don't know. It's something I have in mind. It's also something I had in mind while I was taking all the photos and videos of those buildings. But maybe I'm just overthinking everything like usual, and I should just have fun with the zoo game. But yeah, so this is going to be a Nepal area. Now, does that mean anything for the area itself? Yes, I did make some changes, but not too much, I don't think. So I considered getting rid of the palace cat, but I mean, I really love the enclosure that we have here. And you might be wondering, why the hell would you want to get rid of the palace cat? That's a Nepal animal. Like, isn't it exactly perfect? Yes, but mainly for me the palace cat would be like really high up in the mountain, and that's not really like, the flow of the area is a little bit weird because of that, because you're then gonna, after seeing the palace cat, you're gonna enter the village, which wouldn't necessarily be super high up in the mountain, and from the village you're gonna go into like the lowlands. So it's a little odd, but it's realistic in terms of, there was a small cat exhibit here, they put in the palace cat and they themed it after palace cat. It's fine. Which, by the way, over here we got some prayer flags. Those are very cute. Now I need to check. Wait, I can actually check right behind me because I have some prayer. Never mind. There's a green screen behind me. I can show that actually. Woohoo! It's a green screen. Oh, don't look at the horrible mess in my room. Jeez. No, so I did start on the netting of this, as you can see, because we built this enclosure in the last stream. That's what we did. And I have been working on it a little bit, adding some foliage, starting the netting, stuff like that. And it will stay. I think maybe the fishing cat I will replace with the Asian golden cat, because there's a mod for it and it looks freaking amazing. So yeah, I will decide on that. But yeah, as we enter the village, this is where I'm going to maybe make some changes to the style of some of these buildings. And of course this needs to change because we're no longer in India, we are in Nepal. And the pet shop thing, I think it still works. I don't think it's as big an issue. And it's not necessarily that it was that the pets are such a huge issue in India, and that's why it was here. It was mainly just to show, like, yes, pet trade exists. And Eben actually sent me a news article that was about lemurs being sold in some country in Asia. I forget which one, but there was like a huge bust of like a lemur, a place where lemurs were being sold. So my whole concern that like, oh, pet trade is actually not that big of a issue for lemurs, at least not international pet trade. It's mostly pet trade within Madagascar itself, but apparently it does happen, so it is worth maybe doing it. Because I considered, I think I mentioned it in the last stream as well, I considered changing the lemurs for Congo grey parrots, which kind of fit the area that the lemurs are in on the other side, which is kind of across the Red River hogs. So the Congo greys would work pretty well there as well. But of course we don't have them in the game, and the lemurs are just a bit more fun because they move around and stuff. So I'll probably just keep the lemurs after all. But yeah, and then it comes to these buildings. Yeah, I'll be collecting references and switching up what they look like. Now I considered changing over here. We have grey langurs. I considered changing that out for rhesus macaques, because grey langurs don't really live in cities in Nepal. They do in other parts of the world, like in India. But in Nepal, they don't really. They kind of stick to the national parks and stuff. At least that's what my guide told me. But yeah, the problem is the rhesus macaque mod is just very ugly. So when I saw that, I decided to just stick to the langur. It's better that way. And then all of this stuff can kind of stay the same because of that. Over here we have Hanuman, which I think is still fine to have even in Nepal. The education will be about the Hanuman langur. I do think I want to make a Ganesha as well, because I saw a lot of Ganeshas around Nepal, so I think that'll be fun. I think yak doesn't really have to change all that much, although we do need to still build a lot of stuff in here. But that's all good. That's all fine. So this is where the main changes are going to be, because initially we had a hotel here with like a snake inside, and we had a store, a supermarket that was going to have the Asian water monitor. And I really liked it, but I now have a more fun idea, which is I want to just have chickens here. So there will be like a little street corner with like a chicken coop, and there will be just a small aviary that like embeds part of a street corner where the chickens will just be walking around on the street. I don't want them free roaming because, well, I don't see how that would really work, especially since this might be a very crowded area and stuff, so I don't like that too much. But then over here, the store is, I can still keep it as a store, but only a facade, because as you go inside, it will be a pangolin habitat, because yeah, pangolins also live in Nepal. They actually share a lot of habitat with the red pandas, and the Red Panda Network also has a bunch of activities surrounding pangolins and protecting pangolins. So I thought that was a really cool species to add here instead, and turn this house basically into a little night house. And yeah, we'll have to kind of figure out how that would work, especially with trying to block out the light and stuff. But yeah, layout wise it will stay mostly the same. I did have to finick around a lot with the pathing over here, trying to get something that works, but I'll have to redo that because I want to change the layout some more. So I think I just have to delete the old habitat, or well, not delete it, maybe just copy paste it somewhere because it still looks pretty good. But yeah, I will start fresh, create a layout for the night house, and then the pangolin habitat in there. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. And then we come out of this and we apparently sink through the floor. That's not very nice. Okay, I guess we'll just have to leave the camera. And now we get into the red panda forest, and you can see I made some custom trees. Wow. What am I, Mike Sheets? No, I made some very nice mossy trees with a lot of branches sticking out all over, because yeah, I really wanted to try to get the vibe that I got in the forests in Nepal. So if we scroll down a bit here, yeah, just look at those trees, super gnarly, growing all over the place, and the moss hanging down from it is such a cool vibe. That's the only way I can describe it. It was so surreal walking through these areas. There's also a lot more open spaces, but yeah, this is kind of the feeling that I want to have when you exit the area over here. So that's what I want to kind of convey. The only thing I'm wondering is, and again, here we go, ruining the fun again, is how realistic something like this would be. And I'm not just mentioning the fact that this big tree over here is like essentially on top of a building, because there is also like backstage underneath it. That probably doesn't work. I don't know the logistics of gardens on roofs. It definitely is unrealistic, and Eben's gonna tell me that in a DM, because I'm guessing he's gonna be rewatching the stream. But you know, how unrealistic would this be if it was a fake tree? Because I also don't know if a tree like this could even grow in the Netherlands. Like, I researched the type of trees that they plant for like replanting red panda habitat, and it is trees that also are growing in the Netherlands or in Europe, but I don't know if they would look the same if they were planted in Nepal as if they were planted here. That's kind of what I'm wondering about a little bit. But yeah, what's nice about the tree that I built this out of, it's the hooked thorn acacia over here, is that it is a climbable tree. So theoretically the red pandas should be able to climb it. I've seen them do it once and then never again. And they only did it to go from this tree to that tree and then down again. What I might have to do is make this area like impassable or something, and maybe they will climb to get across whatever impasse I end up creating. I'll have to figure that out, but it would be, I just wish that the red pandas would just like lie on this branch or something. That would be much better, but it is what it is. That's just the game. At least we can pretend. But yeah, I do want to style this tree because it's a different base tree. I want to style it the same, and then we have a bit of consistency there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did after I got back from Nepal. I made those layout changes, and I created this tree blueprint basically, and then I had the computer issues. So yeah, what I want to do today is basically just continue making some props, some red panda props, either to use in Keypark or to make screenshots of that we can put in Keypark on billboards. So that's what I was looking up references for. That's why over here we got a little stove. Actually, we got two of them. This was our host of our first homestay, and this is our second homestay. And yeah, this is the stove, the type of stove that the Red Panda Network basically donates to locals, so that they don't have to burn as much firewood, because normally they would use like clay stoves, which use up a lot more firewood than these fuel efficient stoves would. So less firewood means that they have to cut down less trees, of course, and less red panda habitat is being lost. So it's a really cool initiative that helps both the communities, because they get better stoves, as well as red pandas, because less wood is being used. So really cool thing, absolutely awesome initiative. And let's see if we can make a stove. Let's see what we want to make that out of. Now I'm quickly going to check let's do that off of the stream real quick. And just going to check if I have also some pictures of the stove, because I was going through my footage trying to find it, but I couldn't. Oh, I have some videos. Wait, what date is that? That is the date of 24th of November. And I would expect there to also be some pictures, but no, I can only find that one video. Wait, maybe. Also, good evening, building elephants. Building elephant. I hope you are building an elephant. Really? Why do I not have? I could have swore I took pictures of this stove. That is confusing. I'm going to check one more time. And if not, we'll just do it with the picture that I have open now. But I really thought I took a bunch of pictures of the stove before we left. Because I did spend a good while filming that stove, so that's confusing. But yeah, what I don't want this stream to become, that's what I'm being cautious of right now, is I don't want this stream to just be me looking at unedited footage of the trip, because you're gonna get plenty of footage of the trip when I get around to making videos of the trip. So that's not something I want to be doing today. So yeah, let's start making a stove, and maybe in the meantime we can discuss some cool things. So oh my god, I just realized I haven't been able to celebrate this yet, because it happened like right before I went on the holiday, and we passed 3,000 subscribers on the channel. That's also a thing that happened. So thank you all for that, actually. Now that I just randomly remembered that. That's amazing. Obviously. So how has everyone's year been? We're nearing the end. This is kind of an end of year stream. Because tomorrow is the final day of the year. Which is crazy. This year has just absolutely flown by. And it's been such an eventful year for me as well. In between, like, well, going on these types of trips, moving house. So you can tell that I have a new computer because... wait, why is it actually... Why did it say that it was not supposed to put there? Why is the snapping of this so intense? It's not usually that bad, right? Do I have some setting not enabled? Interesting. Maybe I just have to relearn how to play the game because it's been so long. But yeah, let's get a person. There you go. You're gonna get a stove. I hope you're happy. But yeah, my year has been absolutely hectic and crazy, but in all of the best ways, I would say. In between moving, I got technically got a new job, kind of. It's the same job, but for a different, through a different way. I got, what else? Yeah, the trips, finally leaving my parents' house. That was really great. So much. How has everyone else's year been? I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you can hear a lot of bangs outside, there is tons of firework being lit in my area, which is really annoying because I'm pretty sure it's not even allowed. But what are you gonna do about it? Okay, so I think this is a decent piece that we could use. Oh, these are new, right? But they're too shiny. They're too clean for this. So that's not gonna work. I have to relearn, like, all the stuff. I really have to think again, like, oh, what pieces exist that would be good for this? I need stuff that is not necessarily with the letter S. I need small but useful stuff. This one is pretty good always. It can pass as metal. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I know what I should be using. It's all coming back to me. They're a bit confused. I have the same problem. New Year's is tomorrow. Yet, tomorrow is the last day of the year. But tomorrow I'm not streaming, so that's why I'm asking now. Am I confusing people? It made sense in my head. So we could see over here that it's like held up by a bunch of bricks, which we do. We do have bricks like that. So that'll be easy. But what else shall we use? I do kind of want the thing to be open, but I also don't want to make it out of front pieces. Because I want to try to get the, like, firewood bit in there, which seems like an impossible task, but it's worth a shot. The more I think about it, the more front pieces seem like the only... Oh, my bad. Little tired. I went to bed a bit late last night. Yeah, no, front pieces seem almost like the only good option, but I do want to try this, just because in my experience this can kind of pass as sort of a matte metal. So if we just make it nice and dark. It's not very... By the way, I just heard the music and I forgot to ask. Please let me know if anything about the stream is off. Like music too loud, can't hear this or that. Because I had to reset everything up. And also, you might have noticed, we are streaming in a higher frame rate and a higher resolution now. I'm not sure if the frame rate was already the case or not before. But we're streaming 60 FPS and 1440p now. So rejoice, we have slightly higher quality streams. Oh, these might actually be helpful. Oh, I have no idea of the pieces that came with the Zookeeper Animals pack. I barely played with it. Oh no. Okay, wait, these are gonna be useful. I'm not sure if I should use this or... I probably should just use this. That's a lot more efficient. Okay. I am on the verge of just using font pieces. But also... I saw summer pandas in a zoo near me died from the stress of the fireworks. Oh no! That is... That's a real pity to hear. Yeah, I really want fireworks to just be banned already. It's stupid. I've never been that big a fan of them. Like, as a kid it was fun, but... I feel like I grew out of it pretty quickly. Okay, wait. 0.5. I think I was gonna use font pieces after all. But... where is... Because I could have swore that, like, we have a cable... wire cable... wire... rope... string? What's the new thin... There it is, string curved. String, 1, 2, 4. Oh, there's no half-meter one. I could have swore we had something that was like half a meter. Similar to this. What half-meter things do we have then? Is it just this? This is kind of useless. Hey, Nobo. Good to see you. What are we up to? I am struggling to make a stove. Oh, we have more key rope. Okay. That is half a meter. I'm not sure if that is at all helpful. But there is a half-meter thin round thing. that is recolorable. I think from a distance that's fine. So let's get font to the Nodo and try to turn this into a stovetop. Sir, could you get out of the way? But yeah, we have a couple of references. I might actually dual show this. Yes, I got it. Shut up. Why did I do that? Okay. But yeah, I'm really excited for everyone to see the stuff I've been up to in Nepal. I'm really going to work on those vlogs as soon as I can, which is pretty soon. Next week I'm thinking, so no video this week because I just don't, like, I just finished building my computer and I don't have anything stockpiled. I could really quickly throw something together, but I also don't want to use up all of the animals with little exhibits because, well, I'm gonna have points in the future as well where I'm gonna just need a little bit extra time. And now that I think about it, I need to change. So the only thing that I forgot to change, or to not change, forgot to transfer from my old PC to my new PC, is my Planet Zoo mods folder. And I'm thinking about that now because we had this thing set to like a very small number. Like, let's add 2 zeros or something. And then I think we need to go into settings, game, controls. I'm pretty sure, oh here, game, refresh view builds. There we go. If we just quickly change this thing's color. Okay, I think we might have done. No, wait. Yeah, no, I think that's good. I think that's what we want. Yeah, I really went for a full reset of everything for this PC because the last couple of years I've basically just kind of been Frankensteining my PC together. So I would get a basically when I first built my PC, which is like 2014, I want to say, I built it. I had a bunch of parts. It was cool. It was the most money I'd ever spent. Like I worked a summer job to be able to afford it and stuff. Is it not? Hello? Are you centered now? No, you're not. Why not? Good. Get her. Now you are. yeah, when I first built my PC, it was really just it was great. It was all good, and then I decided at one point that I wanted to upgrade it, and that's where I started making some mistakes. So I only upgraded my graphics card, and then a few years later, I was playing Planet Zoo and things weren't really working all that well. So I decided to upgrade everything else, but not my graphics card, because that one, yeah, I had upgraded not recently, but like it was the most, like it wasn't as old as the rest of my PC at that point. So I figured, yeah, no, I'll just keep it around. And then, of course, a couple years later, my graphic card is starting to become an issue again, and then I upgraded my graphics card. And during all of this process, I was upgrading some parts, but not others. So basically, my PC just became a Frankenstein, is the way I see it. And the issue with that is that, of course, at some point, something is going to become the weakest link, but you don't really know what. Or there might be just underlying issues that you don't really realize. I don't know, it didn't sit right with me. So that's why this time I wanted to upgrade everything, except my graphics card. Like, it broke less than a month, or I think it's 2 months. I think it's 2 months ago that my graphics card broke, and I had gotten a completely new one because it was still under warranty. So it didn't make a lot of sense to upgrade again. So I didn't upgrade my graphics card, but I did upgrade pretty much everything else. So my all of my drives, all of the like motherboard, cooler, the CPU. So all that stuff is now upgraded to some pretty good parts, if I do say so myself. So I'm really happy about that, pretty much. All right, there we go. And now we just let's take this one. There's our countertop. That's fine. Are you not in the group? Nope. So yeah, I now have an... I already forgot. I keep forgetting what I bought. I've got a fancy motherboard which can take like a bunch of fancy stuff. I've got a Ryzen 7. Wait. There's a Ryzen 7 9700X, which is one of the newest processors from AMD. And we overclocked it, kind of, in a way. It doesn't feel like actual overclocking, but it's technically overclocking. We made it so that it like is allowed to use more power than it would be allowed to use out of the box, which makes it better, faster, stronger. Because yeah, if it wants to actually work at its full capacity, like at what it's able to do, it draws slightly more power than what it's allowed out of the box, which is odd. It's odd that it works that way, but not bad. But it was a relatively easy, like there's literally a tool from AMD itself that you can install to like configure those settings. You don't even have to go into the BIOS for it. So it feels like it's a safe thing to do. Alright. But yeah, time will tell if I regret it. I think I shouldn't. It's fine. I'm debating if I should also use the string things, the marquee ropes, for the other sides, for consistency's sake. But I think this is fine. Alright, so that's one side. And then this side, I do want to keep using this material here. Simply because it looks really good. We do need to make this a lot taller. Why is my thing all the way over there? This game, sometimes. Alright. And let's go to temple. No. Mossy stone. Sure. So we can also use this on the sides if we use these kinds of pieces. But... oh, ooh. That's interesting. You'd think that that would be useful, but I don't want them to have like a effect like that. Hey, Lovro. Welcome. Actually, also I'm gonna put down these bricks because we're gonna need them in a bit. But yeah, all in all, my computer, I'm really happy with it so far. Of course, I haven't really been able to use it much. Basically, today was my first day of proper using it. But so far, so good. I'm going to... wait. I think I'm going to take this side. And we're just gonna go ever so slightly like this. Whoop. Get rid of these ropes and take this thing out. And now let's center these. If it'll let me select the last one, yes. Alright, and now I need to decide what to do with this. Because I could like plaster all of it full like this. But that doesn't look that great. I could use font pieces. I'm not a big fan of either. Or I have to give up on the dream of making it hollow. Not sure which I hate the most. Maybe this will work. The other issue that we have is... so that's fine. Kinda. but it's not gonna look nice because of that. So I don't like that. So another issue is for the front part. I also am going to want this hole and like a latch, and that's not gonna work if we can't use these 1 meter pieces for that anyway. So I think we're gonna move the front pieces for the whole thing, which not necessarily what I wanted, but whatever. So if I just take the video kind of in full, we can see how it's built up. So you got the thing, you got the latch, and you got the fire pit. So let's try and make that. Also, I don't think it's actually like a full 1 meter, although I think it's pretty close. Oh god, these things are getting louder. I hate it. Can we just stop with the fireworks already? Last night they were like out on the parking lot next to my apartment, and it was extra bad because the things were just kind of exploding in front of my windows. I was not okay with that. Not at all. So, we've got... Okay, I'm gonna delete this because that's what is causing it to freak out every time I copy something. Alright, now I want to get you. Oh wow, you're bigger than I thought as well. I guess I won't get you then. How will I get a nice looking latch? Well, I think I know how. And it's by cheating. So we just get to the Nodo phone pieces. We're going to get this. Alright. I think fireworks are nice. Just only on New Year's Eve. Even there, I want just government organized shows. Basically, is what I would like to have. Don't let people do it on their own, because it's just asking for trouble. Which is proven again and again every year, basically, so. Alright, so we're gonna make this one a bit lighter. Probably a different color. That might be too light, but we've got the color tool, it's fine. We can fix it in post. I enjoy it, but I don't fire rockets myself. Right. Well, then you can still enjoy it at a government organized show. Alright, so put another one here. I'm gonna make that one slightly less light, slightly darker. And that's not what I wanted to happen. Maybe I should do it like this. Head Mach 15. Here it comes. Alright, there it goes. None of those in Denmark, only by a few companies. Oh, well here, like, once they started outlawing, yeah, I think every one of the major cities at least has something like that. And then also, like once a city outlaws it, I think they will organize something to offer. Because if you ban it and don't provide something else, then you're also just, then people will get upset. And that's understandable. Because then you're just taken away without, you know, giving something back in a way. Here they sell fireworks in large tents. Yeah, no, it's the same here. Because it's not completely outlawed. And the selling of it is still legal. But lighting is not legal everywhere anymore. Right, I think this will do. Now if I just... wait. If I just take... No, come back. Why can I not? Seriously? There we go. What if we made this one also slightly lighter? And then move it back. Okay, that doesn't work. Oh, this will work. There we go. Now we just have this one little spot over there, which I think we can just solve by doing this. There we go. So now we have a door. It is completely flat, but it doesn't look that way. Ooh, magic. Now we just play with the colors a little bit, because it doesn't need to be that light. Although it can be. Actually, I think it should be, and I think it should, on this side it should be slightly more reddish, because that's where the fire is gonna be. The fire. Actually, there's not gonna be fire over there. But it looks good, so whatever. Now we just put on a little handle from, we can build that from this. There we go. And now some hinges. There we go. Starting to look like something. So now we need that little shaft over there. So let me think. I mean, we're already building everything out of front pieces. We should probably just keep that up. So we can just use the comma. Although I am wondering if anything else is also possible. And no, that wouldn't work for a variety of reasons. The more I think about it. This one might though. Yeah, I think this one will work decently well. So we just need that. Although it sticks out the bottom, but we might be able to hide that. Let's just try. Actually, this doesn't quite work the way I had it in mind. No, I think we gotta abandon that one too. Yeah, no, just use the commas. Just use the commas. Don't try to be fancier than you have to be. The perfect piece is right there. It basically has all the right angles. Already. The only thing it doesn't have is a bit of girth. But that's fine. Yeah, let's keep it in a separate group for now. I also want it to be higher. So I feel like it's supposed to align with that hole a bit more. Like the hole's supposed to be bigger and more to the side. But with the way we built it now, it could have been more to the side actually. But it's too late. We are too far gone. So I'm just gonna build it like this. I can move it over a bit more. Just for the idea of it. So who of you have uninstalled Honey? If you had it already. Because I've been following this stuff because I don't know why I find it so interesting, but I'm very invested in this story for some reason, even though I never use the extension. But I just find it interesting how something like that can... What happened with Honey? Oh, you're out of the loop. We've got a out of the loop person here. Basically, it came out that they're a bit shady, which should not completely come as a surprise. I mean, it's a free thing, and if there's one thing true in life, is that nothing comes free. I saw loads of YouTubers advertising it. Yeah, and that's what makes it more suspicious, right? Why is everyone advertising this thing that's free? There has to be money made somewhere, or else they wouldn't be pushing it so hard. So what it turns out, and I highly recommend you watch the video. It's made by a YouTuber Megalag, which I never knew about his channel. Or actually, I might have known about his channel. I feel like I saw some of his videos before, because I like binge watched a bunch of his videos recently after the Honey thing. But hello, Romano. Basically, what the Honey thing comes down to is that Honey whenever you use honey, it will basically, how do I, without context, describe this? Basically what it does is it will override affiliate cookies, which means that if a YouTuber recommends you a product or something, and they might have given you an affiliate link. Like, say you want to buy some Planet Zoo DLCs on Instant Gaming via Delay Designer's affiliate links. Delay Designer will get a cut of the revenue of that purchase if you came through her affiliate link. But when you use Honey, what Honey does is it will override that affiliate referral basically and say Honey was the one responsible for you making this purchase, and they will get a cut of the payment instead of the Delay Designer. How horrible is that? And that's kind of the main thing that people seem to be talking about, because it's really shady and shitty for them to be doing that. But there is also more to it, and that I feel like that's not being talked about enough, because everyone's talking about these affiliate things, which only affects YouTubers, content creators, like people that and only the ones that use affiliate links. So it's actually if that would be all there's to it, there would be pretty, like, very little people affected, and it's just a case of like, okay, they need to sort this out. Like, whoever is affected needs to sue Honey, and stuff will come from that, or whatever. I'm not sure what the legality of everything even is, but that's not all. It's also the fact that Honey apparently works with stores to offer you less discount codes. So basically, say you want to buy something on Amazon and you use Honey. Honey will tell you, oh, hey, we found no gift codes, or we found a $5 discount. And maybe if you go onto Google and you try to find some discount codes yourselves, you might actually find a better code, which the whole point of Honey, as they advertise it, is that Honey will find you the best codes. But that's a lie. So a company can tell Honey, hey, they can partner with Honey, and then they get to decide the type of discount codes that Honey gets to show users, which kind of goes against the entire thing that Honey supposedly is trying to do. So that's also pretty scummy, and that actually does affect users, because yeah, you're not getting the best deal when you're using Honey, even though you think you are. And that's the thing, because you can still, it's not preventing you from going and finding your own codes. But the whole idea is that, of course, when you have Honey, you're going to think, oh, I already have the best discount possible. So you're not going to look anymore. And that's why it's beneficial for companies to sign up with Honey, because it prevents people from getting better discounts that they shouldn't be getting, or whatever. So it's all in all, it's pretty scummy. And then there's also the whole point of like Honey kind of being shitty in general, because yeah, I think that there will be a part 2 to the video, which is by Megaleg, if I haven't mentioned that yet, in which he will go into the effects that Honey has on businesses in general, like smaller businesses, which, yeah, if they have a coupon code that gets put on Honey, they will suddenly see, yeah, they will lose revenue because of Honey, obviously. And sometimes these coupon codes are not intended to be used by just anyone, but Honey still finds them, and then suddenly the program does work out the way. Yeah, you might have to check out the video, because he explains it a lot better than I do. I thought I would be able to explain it, but I'm not doing a great job. I don't think. But it's very interesting, and basically there's a few things that I'm really curious about now. Is, are honey users really going to care about all of this stuff? Because it is scummy and shitty, but in the end, if you're someone who does not feel like looking up this discount codes every time you make a purchase, honey still has some added value to you, because like, yeah, I never really go out of my way to find discount codes. I might do a quick Google search, but I basically rarely do it. So if I would install honey, even if it's not giving me the best discount codes, it's still giving me some discount, perhaps. And so for me, it doesn't really, like, it still has added value. And yes, it screws over YouTubers and their affiliate links, but that doesn't affect me as a customer either. So just completely playing devil's advocate, I'm not sure if people are gonna really care. Of course, anyone who watched that video cares, because the video is very good at persuading you into caring about it, which is what I do now as well. But I don't know, it's a very interesting... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Honey users are still going to get some discount, so... I would still... If I was a user, I would probably still use it, but just know that... Be aware that things are happening. Maybe I would uninstall it out of principle because of the whole, like, stealing from creators thing. That doesn't really jive with me. Okay. I should have checked this before. Because now I have an issue. There aren't any numbers that are thinner, right? Like the issue that I'm having right now, if you couldn't tell, is that the L is slightly too big. But right now, if I want to... I mean, I already ungrouped a bunch of stuff. I should just do it, actually. So if I do this to make it that wide, like so, now the top needs to be made wider as well, but that's not too bad actually. Hello game. Actually, okay, I'm just going to get these two. That's the wrong way. Hello, Sludge Sports. I don't think I've seen your name before. Welcome. We are making a stove. You can pretty much literally say that we are about to cook. Oh wow, I answered your question before you even asked it. That is, I think I might be a psychic. That's pretty amazing. Alright, so there we go. We have slightly expanded the stovetop so that it still sticks over the edge ever so slightly. And now I can use these things to just fill this up. The sides don't really have anything going on. Oh. This is a channel that we are watching a zoo fanatic build a stove in a video game. Yes! That's what the entire channel is about. But it's a really cool stove. Like, you may have missed it at the start of the stream. when we started building this. But this is a stove that saves red pandas. So therefore, it's the best stove ever. Right. Boop. Uh-oh, something's not straight. I'm gonna ignore that. Is that going inside the small room house beside the red panda telling you our pets are a no-go? Either that, so either I'm gonna put it in the zoo, or I'm just gonna use it as like, build a little scene and take a screenshot and put that on a billboard. It's gonna be one or the other. I'm not sure which yet. Oh, that's way too thick. Whoops. Yeah, no, I think we gotta use the gutter. All right. Something like that. Our stove is a little big, I think. I'm not sure which dimension. One of the dimensions is a bit big. And we can use these for the floor. There we go. I think that's pretty nice. And then over here there was a little drawer. I think if I just get the mossy stone stuff, I should be able to get something like this. Which I think might be just as nice as making a fake drawer. Yeah, when it comes to the red panda area, I definitely want to do a lot more with it now that I just have so much to tell in terms of the zoo's like story about the red pandas, because it's basically like going to now be the owner of the zoo took a trip to Nepal. That's me. Hey, I wanted to comment on the quote what you went live, so I'll just ask here. Could you maybe do a moose inspiration video next? Ooh, I would like to do a moose inspiration video. I need to check. That should have we not done moose yet? I guess not. All right. And next up is going to be chimpanzee. I've already decided because yesterday I went to a zoo that just opened a brand new chimpanzee habitat. It is the Zoo of Amersfoort. And they now have the Chimpanzee Valley. That's what they called it. So it was a really nice habitat. So I can't wait to show it. And instead of doing like a zoo tour snippets video, I figured I would just do a full chimpanzee inspiration video, and then it would include the brand new habitat. We did a similar thing for the lions in Artists. I think I want to skip on. No, I'm not going to skip on. What am I saying? I'm going to skip on adding that drawer. I just need to find a different way to do it. Ooh, this would be good, maybe. Like if we flip this upside down. Oh, that's kind of perfect. There you go. Alright, so now I'm going to take decal moss and see if there's one that's small enough to... I don't think so. That's too bad. It would have been cool. Grunge. Also not gonna fit any of those on here. If only we had scaling. In Genk there's also a new tapir habitat. I don't know why we decided to stay it. It's fine. Feel free to share. It's for the, it's where that old Belgian zoo was, I think called Zwartebergen. Maybe if you want to go there. It's the only cool animal though. I don't plan on going to Belgium anytime soon, I don't think. I'm currently in the process of deciding where I want to go next year. I've kind of already got my eyes set on at least Vienna and Prague. So I'm looking into what else I would want to visit if I were to head out in that kind of area. Fire. Torch. Oh, these are... I forgot that these torches and stuff are actually... I thought there was a torch that... Is it like Arctic wall light or something? Where are those torches that are like... Oh, are they big? Are they that big? Oh, I thought they were smaller. That's gonna be difficult to integrate. There's also like the African stoves and stuff. Which... Okay. So I think I've decided something. So what we can do, right, is... Where is that stove? I'm so blind. I think I scrolled past it. Yeah, there it is. At least there's one of them. There's also this one. So something that we can do, actually, is if we get rid of this person. So... Since what I want to do is basically just take a screenshot of this and put it on a billboard, probably. Or at least I might put the thing somewhere like turned off, but then we'll make a version of it on, and that will be on a picture. So what we can do is, that's not the stove. We can take this stove, right? We can put it over here. Maybe. Maybe the other one's better. 'Cause it's bigger? No, that's a lot worse. Maybe I just need the pit. The fire pit. Fire pit. God, it's so dramatic. So we can put that like this. And what we can do is take a picture like this. Take a picture like this. And Photoshop that together to get the fire pit inside. I know it's cheating, but that way we will be able to get a stove that's turned on. That's basically what I plan to do for that. So with that said, this stove is then pretty much done and ready to be put somewhere in the zoo. So for now, I guess we will just put it... Okay, this is annoying. All these settings have reset because I'm on a different computer now. So we will be able to put this probably in here. And it'll be part of the education. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to tie it into... These people were keeping a panda as a pet, but also they had one of the stoves. But we'll figure something out. Maybe there was a story that I heard in Nepal. It was about the red panda in the zoo of Kathmandu, which was like taken from the wild and raised. It was taken as a pet by some people who didn't know that it wasn't allowed. Like they thought they found some kind of weird cat that was really cute. Naturally, it was a red panda. So they took it in as a pet, and then when it was discovered that it was a red panda and it was illegal to keep as a pet, they cooperated and gave it up, and that's how it ended up in the zoo. Because it was raised as a pet, it couldn't really be released into the wild. And again, so that could be the story. Like the people living in this house didn't know that it was a red panda and not allowed to keep. And that's why they had it, and it messed up their house and stuff. And it can then explain all the reasons you shouldn't have a red panda as a pet, and also why it's important to teach people what a red panda is. Because they need to know that if they see this animal, they gotta leave it alone. Well, that's not really something that Dutch people need to be taught, because this is a zoo in the Netherlands. But it's an interesting educational story. Can you tell us when the next episode of Real Life Zoo Tours is coming? That is a great question. I haven't really felt like making one in a good bit. I've got the real life inspiration videos now. They're a format that I can produce a lot more easily. And I also enjoy making a lot more, because I get to show you a lot more zoos. I fully intend on getting back on the Zoo Tour snippets videos of my Germany trip. So that will be coming up as soon as I'm done with my Nepal vlog. Probably know already there's a new aviary in Paradisa. An aviary, and it's a tropical house, right? Not an aviary. Hey, welcome back, Penguin Boy. So we finished our stove. I kind of want to make this as well, because basically I want this. Oh, that's... I hate that it loses your page when you do that. Ooh, my bad. Sorry. Again, tired. I kind of want to make this as a screenshot in Planet Zoo, basically. So let's make a loom. Is it a loom? Would you call this a loom? I think so. I think you would call this a loom. So let's get some Australian beam things. Australia pack. Over here. Does that look like 2 meters wide? We've got like a person there. I feel like it's anywhere between 1 and 2 meters. Oops. So let's make it like 2 meters. Yeah, the sanctuary plus a swimming pool. Maybe we can get swimming pants reveal. Huh? Oh, nobody wants to see that. Definitely not. But I don't know. I don't know where I would be. I guess if I were to go back to Paradise and I would want to stay somewhere, I would stay in the new place. Because I stayed in the Land of the Cold. Well, I stayed in Last Frontier. Final Frontier. I was thinking of Smash Bros. Final Destination. You know, I stayed in the Last Frontier last time I was there, so I guess I would stay in the new place. Because I'm not sure if you're going to be able to go into the rest of the zoo at night. Because, wait, I learned my lesson. I'm not going to make the same mistake as I always do. Paradise. I mean, I'm probably going to do it eventually, but... Oh, wow! Google Maps has a pretty recent picture, I think. I mean, it's quite literally got the roof on already. Was the roof already on there when I visited the zoo? I feel like it might have been, actually. But anyway, when you stay at the zoo, you're allowed to, like, walk around this entire area. So I'm curious if you're going to be staying in here. Like, that's not connected up. So are you limited to only this area then? That's what I'm curious about. Because you're not allowed to go into the entire zoo at night. Unless they do that. That would be... I'm not sure if I would be a fan of that, to be honest. Because it's also nice for the animals if there's no people during the night. But yeah. It will be the biggest tropical house. Yes, it's definitely bigger than Leipzig. Leipzig is already no longer the biggest tropical house. The one in Wildlands is slightly bigger. If you go... Wait. I'm not sure. Let's just go... let's just go to Wildlands directly. I'm not sure if the blue dot... I don't think the blue dot should show. Because I think I disabled that. But still, let's... be cautious. So here's Jongola. This is the one in Wildlands, and this is the biggest one because it's boop boop boop. This one's 17k. So the one in Paradise is twice the size basically, and then Leipzig is harder to measure. Oh wait. Because it is a triangle, but if we are very nice measure distance and we actually like follow the edge of this, which I'm not sure how accurate that would be even, but we need to click a lot of times to make it somewhat accurate. Boop, boop. Boop. Oh, hey. According to this, it's bigger. Huh. Maybe Leipzig is bigger. I'm not sure anymore now. Let's go back to Wildlands. Did I measure it correctly? Or did I mess something up? Because I could have swore this one was bigger. What is up with that? Huh. Well, now I don't know anymore. I was fairly sure that Wildlands was bigger. I would have to Google it. Maybe this is the most accurate way of figuring that out. Barnyard. Barnyard. I think this is a good piece for this. But oh yeah, no, I guess that's all. I thought I had a different piece in there that would have been useful, but maybe not. Okay, I regret putting this Twilight Pack song in the thing. It's not as good as I remembered. I mean, definitely gotta use the banding. And a rod, thin rod. It's not a very thin rod. Cable. Yes, that's perfect. All right. So we've got that. And then Jungle says that Jongola is 18,000 square meters in Gondwana. What? What? But where did I get that? That doesn't seem right. No, I'm just Googling it on my phone. Because now I need to know. Oh, okay. Right. Oh. Oh, so I was right. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, so good, good, good. Wait, it's the largest in the world? That does not seem right. Oh well. I'm not gonna make any claims anymore about things I'm not 100% sure about. I just remembered reading it at some point. And this should actually be like, we can make this up there. Let's wait until it's fully finished. My little... Yeah, no, this should definitely keep going up. Like you can see it over there as well. This like is supposed to hold this thing in place, which ours can't really do. Huh. Wait, we have other things like brackets. Where's LED sign support? This thing. Oh, that's also not great. Paradise beats it for... Yeah, Paradise is like bigger than both of them combined. But still. No, they're not... They're blue-faced... They're not proboscis monkeys. They're not getting proboscis monkeys. They're getting blue-faced... oh, what's the name? I forget the name. They're not proboscis monkeys. They're a completely different species. I hate that I'm struggling with this. It's such a simple shape, but I want to do it properly. Snub-nosed monkey. There it is. Yes. Thank you. But yeah, I do want to go back to Paradise once all of that stuff is finished. But I'm not going anytime sooner because the Japan area didn't seem like it was worth revisiting the zoo for. Sorry, my brain is a bit jumbled. I'll stick with nose apes. What? Snub-nosed monkey isn't that complicated of a word. Oh, this can work. think that was actually our best option. Kind of. Oh, now I see what's throwing me off. They put like a brick in there or something. See that? Oh. Apparently that doesn't work. There's like a thing in between the support structure and the beam itself. And that's what's throwing me off. Well, yeah, okay. So that's why it looks weird. When did I do that? Okay, but that means that we could just do this. Lower it down. Maybe not. I'm just gonna do that and maybe hide whatever sticks out in the picture. Because that works well. And I can get something like a hinge. I mean, if we're sticking stuff out the back anyway. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of where this is going. If I'm completely honest. I'm just trying to get the shape down, but for some reason I'm really struggling. I really need to get back into the game. So we could use maybe more of the gutter pieces actually. Because they have kind of the correct width. So if we use that. That kind of works for that piece. All right. And then we can use the hook. We need to get river dolphins in Duisburg again. 1 year after they were gone, I missed my chance to see them. Yes, same here. But that's never gonna happen. Like, where are they supposed to get them from? The only place to get them from is the wild, and that's just not a thing that zoos do anymore. I'm also really pissed that I never got to see them. Just because I got into this hobby too late, basically. Why is the game annoying? What? There we go. We'll go to Peru. That's really cool. I did go to Krefeld, yes. Twice, actually. It's an okay zoo. They've got a bunch of fun stuff, and then the most depressing elephant exhibit I've ever seen. Wait, actually, I gotta take that back. Now that I've been to Nepal, I've seen a more depressing elephant exhibit than Krefeld. Oh my god. Hello, light builds. Is the mountain Anoa a real delight? I thought it was cool to see because I knew what it was, but I think the average zoo visitor is not gonna realize that what they're looking at is the last of the species. They did not really, maybe the German signage did call attention to it, but yeah, it didn't feel any more special than any other like antelope type species. So I don't know. Hey, love your work. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming to hang out for a bit. I didn't know there were river dolphins in the zoos in the 2010s. Yeah, no, it's very recently that it. Ah, well, okay. When I visited the zoo, it had only been like a year since it passed or something. I think it was still there in like 2020. I'm not exactly sure when it passed away, but it was up till very recently. So basically, if I hadn't spent the first year of my Planet Zoo career only visiting the Beekse Bergen, I might have still seen it. Because Duisburg actually was quite close to where I lived in Eindhoven, so... It is insane. Yeah. What am I doing again? I'm trying to figure out if I probably shouldn't even try to make this any more straight than it is. I should just accept the fact that this is what it's gonna be. Like, what's that even supported by? I'm so confused. I actually went to San Diego Zoo last summer to see the platypi. It was my dream since I was 5 to see one, and it was so sad that the country still had... You stay till 6 p.m. because the light are brighter then. Wow. That is really cool. I definitely... Yeah. San Diego is so high on my list, but also there's so much stuff that I want to visit first. Like... I want to go to the US for zoos, but it feels like I can spend so much less money to see a bunch of zoos that I also still want to see here in the Netherlands, or not in the Netherlands, in Europe. I'm pretty much done with the Netherlands, zoo-wise. Singapore or San Diego, yeah, they're both like shared #1 on my bucket list, basically. Stupid thing. Just let me select them. Really? Game, why you gotta be like this? Why? Just let me freaking select the thing. Seriously? You're really gonna be like this? Okay. There we go. That'll do. Bronx is also up there. Yeah, that's like 3rd spot. I can show it very quickly. Like, I have a bucket list for zoos. So all the purple stuff. Okay, wait, not. That's something else. But all the purple stuff is bucket list stuff. So there's a lot of stuff in the US that I want to see. Just all of the like good zoos. Of course there's a ranking there. Like, I should probably rank the ones that I really want to see first. But there's Disney Animal Kingdom, San Diego, Bronx, and Georgia Aquarium. Those are like the top things that I want to see in the US, that I would go out of my way to the US for. And then there's Singapore. There's, what's this? Taronga Zoo, yeah. There's the Elephant Poo Poo Paper Park, for obvious reasons, if you know the channel. If you've been watching the channel for a long time, you know why that's on there. That's not even a zoo, it's just amazing. And then in Europe there's like a bunch of stuff around that I really want to go to still. I need to add more stuff, because there's definitely stuff in Poland that's on the bucket list as well as more stuff down here probably. I just haven't researched that a lot yet. And then over here, this is where I'm kind of planning out my next holiday. And that's also what you saw earlier. These are all the Planet Zoo animals that I haven't seen yet. that are in Europe, and you can see when I enable that, like there's a lot of them in this general area as well. So I'm probably gonna try to catch some of those as well. That would be pretty good. Haven't you been to a zoo that claimed their lions were Barbary? You mean Hanover? Hanover does that. That's not even Aalborg. Aalborg is, like, if I go to Denmark, I will want to go to Aalborg. But it's not a bucket list zoo, you know? It looks like a nice zoo, but it's not something that's like, I will die. I will not feel fulfilled in my life if I don't go to Aalborg. I guess that's also true for a bunch of the US stuff that's on there, but that's why I need to rank them. Oh, it's so hard to color match these stupid Australian beans. What is this? Feels like it's even... There we go. Almost there. I mean, close enough, right? I think that's close enough. We're gonna go to Arctis or Overloan just for tamanduas. I mean, anteaters are my favorite animal. I mean, there's about to be a 4th zoo in the Netherlands that has them. They're kind of insanely... It's kind of insane how not that rare they are becoming here in the Netherlands. There's so many places getting tamandua. It's funny. If you had to recommend 4 zoos to go in the Netherlands, which would you recommend? Beekse Bergen, Burgers Zoo, Gaia Zoo, definitely, and Overloon. And I don't know, the last one, Overloon, you would definitely have to wait until their new area. I might also hold judgment until the new area, because the zoo has been undergoing a lot of change. But yeah, Wildlands is really good as well. Although I did hear that it's basically a ripoff of Disney's Animal Kingdom. At least that's what Eben told me. So I'm not sure if Wildlands is like a really unique experience in that sense. And it doesn't really have that many special animals necessarily. But it is a really nice zoo. Like, it has some really good exhibits. So, I don't know. The new area sounds amazing. It doesn't have tamanduas. Wildlands doesn't. But yeah. I mean, Overloon is going crazy with rarities now. They're getting so many rare shit. So much rare shit. It's awesome. Oh, praat Joran. Oh, yeah, Paradise doesn't have tamanduas either now. Drill in the Netherlands is amazing, exactly. Although it is funny how there's like a bunch of these rarities that Overloon is getting. You can already see like just across the border if you go to Wuppertal, because they have drill, they have yellowback diker. So that's interesting to me, just is Vervisling. I mean, I think I've shown enough of to make you make up your own mind on that. Like, yes, they have a couple of cool species, but yeah, the exhibits are very meh, like you've seen. So I wouldn't recommend it necessarily. I mean, I'm happy I went because it became my favorite running joke on the channel, but that's pretty much it. I'd love to see Tamadua, but no hold is in Denmark. Yeah, gotta go to the Netherlands or Germany. There we go. So I guess the most difficult thing about this whole ordeal is going to be to get... What's that? I did not know this existed. I guess that has always been in the game. I probably have seen it before. I wonder if you could use that for something. I feel like that could be used for something. I just don't know what. Are you going to have tamanduas in the South American house? I think I am. I think I did plan that, yes. Even that tropical house plays with the crazy good jaguar habitat. I'm not sure what you're referring to, sorry. I feel like I forgot the context. Paradiso needs to put some money in a new white tiger habitat instead of a swimming pool. Give them at least private areas, an overview of the park. Yeah, no, the tiger habitat is atrocious. What is it with this challenge tamanduas? Tamanduas are cool as shit. Let them. I am so excited. So who here is aware of Hof van Eckberg? I think I've talked about them before. But I'm so excited for their tamandua habitat and the entire surrounding area. It's gonna be so cool. I think the project is running some delays, which is a bummer. But it's gonna be so worth the wait. Right. Okay, I'm gonna get a wood beam. This one, timber. Oh, not beam. Pole. Thin pole. 2 meters. But this will be my chance to kind of hide that thing a little bit. So. There we go. The only time I saw Tamandua was in London. It was just hiding in a tree. Oh. Zoo Paris has a good jaguar habitat. Do you mean that one? I'm going to the Philippines in a few months. That's really cool. I hate fireworks. Okay, let's get some rope coils. I either want to use these rope coils, or these could also be good. What's the one from the... Okay, no, the marquee ones aren't that great necessarily. And these ones are too... This is small. Yeah, no, even the small ones are too big. The only time I saw was in London, they had cohab with monkey sloths and flying foxes. That's really cool. What did you say about a new Tamandua habitat? Yes, Hof van Ekbergen. That is spelled Hof van Ekbergen. I'm not sure if you can even read that. It's probably very, very tiny. I should probably write it in the chat, actually. That's better. Hof van Ekbergen is a very small Dutch zoo. And they're building a Peru area, which will also have Tamandua in there. And it is, it's from what they've shown so far, and their concept art and stuff, it's really, really impressive if they can pull it off. I'm super excited, and yeah, it's such a small zoo. It's basically a petting zoo at the moment. And they're trying to be EAZA level, but on a small scale. Basically Keypark, and I'm just so excited for it. I can't wait to see the results. Is it free? It is not free. No, but it's not expensive. It's a, you know, you're not gonna. Yeah, it's a small zoo, so let's say it's fair price. I don't remember what I paid. Alright, I'm just gonna... That kind of helps blend together that thing that's kind of a mess, so that's good. And then we take this. Oh, that's actually a bit too big. Do we have a different type of rope that's small enough for that? Not this. This one technically is, but it's very clearly a different type of rope. So how do we deal with that? I'm not sure. I guess the best option is just to do this. And pretend. I do want to see Northern Tamandua. It looks way cooler. I don't think I've ever seen Northern Tamandua. Northern Tamandua. It looks the same. I mean, it's not 100% the same, but what's the main difference? Because I don't really see it. Apologies. All right. I think it's time for some string. The servant is grayer on its butt. Very important detail. Right. So what we need to do is have this string. And we're gonna go boop, boop. And we're just gonna go get a bunch of these strings in here. I'm purposely leaving some gaps so we can fill those up and create more irregularities. And really make this a loom. I actually regret making it the 2-meter one. How easy is it to fix that? Relatively easy. Wait, this actually is a great opportunity to also turn on not random rotation, but random rotation. Why is it not seeming to randomly rotate? Oh wait, it is. It's just hard to tell. It's very subtle, I guess. No, it's definitely not rotating. Why is it not? Oh, that's why. It doesn't rotate along that axis. Okay. That's a pity. Actually, I know what to do. If we turn on random rotate all, then it will work. Ha ha ha. It's not working. Well, then I don't know. There we go. So. Oh my god, I hate fireworks. I'm gonna keep saying it every time it happens. Is that a loom you're making? Yes. It will be looming over the zoo. It's what the Red Panda Network uses to make their rugs. So it's a really cool initiative, this, which I should probably talk about, because we have been building this for the better part of like half an hour or more, probably more. So what we're building is a loom, as you can see on the picture over here. And as you can see, they're making Red Panda rugs. And these rugs are being sold by the Red Panda Network, obviously to raise money for Red Panda conservation. But there's more to it than just that. Because these looms are not only helping Red Panda conservation, they're also helping empower women. And that sounds like a very bold claim. And when one of the my travel companions heard that for the first time, they were also like, what the hell? How is this women empowerment rug making? But it's actually really cool, because these women that you can see over here, this is their job. So Red Panda Network basically gave them a job making these rugs, and the working hours of the rug making is adjusted in such a way that they can drop off their kids at school, come to work, and then go after work pick up their kids. So it's empowering them by giving them an opportunity to work, which they otherwise would not have had. So it's a really cool initiative in that sense, and that's why it's great. And the rugs are cool. The rugs are very cool. I got one now, and I'm really happy with it. I'm so happy with it. It's in the other room, so I can't really show it, but trust me, it's amazing. The comma is not really going to work for this. I need to get something tiny and recolorable. I think the gutter, either this one or the gutter cap. I think the gutter cap is too big to fit inside of this thing, so that's not good. I went to Gaia Zoo this Wednesday. Amazing. I saw the baby capybara and the bush dogs. Wait, they have baby bush dogs now? That is amazing. I don't think they had babies yet when I was there. I didn't know yet that they had baby bush dog. That's really great. That's awesome. I had a piece in mind and now I already forgot what it was. It had something to do with the gutter. My brain is absolutely farting today. It's horrible. It's the hook. Just try the hook. The problem with the hook is that it's like rounded, right? So you can't really... So we can do that. Oh yeah, you can see both the hook and the thing that we're trying to put it on is slightly rounded. So that's pretty bad in terms of trying to get this thing to work, but it's worth a shot. If we just attach these. I mean, to be fair, for the screenshot, it's not really gonna matter, because we're just gonna make a screenshot kind of like this, probably. Because I don't think we're gonna be putting a loom in the zoo. So I think we can just keep it the way it is. And we can take a cable piece, this one, and pretend that that's a stick. There were two little men, and the new black howler monkey enclosure was done as well. One of my favorite through the backdrop wasn't the best. Yeah, I agree. I think I know what you mean. The backdrop of the exhibit is just a like rusty wall type deal, which indeed is not the best. That's fully agree with that. So, let me think. I think what I want to do is make this one white. Not that white though. And we will get the color back. Ever so slightly. And use free builds. Shift B. Let's get it in place. That's not what I had in mind. Wait, why is it so bad? Okay, wait, this is not working. I just need to move it a bit more. Eurasian Griffin Vulture mod is going to release soon. Cool. I'm back. What did I miss? Depends on how long you were gone. We finished the thing. The stove. That's what we were building earlier. And now we are working on a loom. I think it's going pretty well. Okay, no, that's not. Okay, so what we need to do is move it this way. And then move it backwards. Oh yeah, and we are still hating on firework. It's only 9. I thought it was later. I do need to wrap up soon though. I think I have work tomorrow, yeah. Because the last day of the year isn't a public holiday, but the first day of the year is. So tomorrow I still have to work. What was the zoo in Germany with quokkas? Yes, that is indeed Stuttgart. And that is also one that I do hope to visit next year. Because it's kind of en route. Or at least if I want it to be, it can be en route to Vienna and stuff. Okay, that doesn't work. But for the picture it's good, right? As long as it's in line for the picture, it's all good. So that looks good. So now, the only thing left to make for this, I guess, would be the rug itself. Now, I don't think any of the carpets in the game are of an appropriate size to like try to fit them in with this. So we just have to kind of make a thing. Now, I did think, I did thought about using the North African thingy. This one. So what if we use this to make the rug? Would that look awful or actually kind of okay? So I'm going to try that right now. So the first thing I'm noticing is that it doesn't align the way I expected it to, so that already kind of sucks. But let's try to make a rug out of this. So how wide do we want that to be? Just a bit wider than this. And which one? Middle? Main color. There we go. So the only concern with this piece is that it sticks out pretty far. Why did I do that? Instead it does stick out pretty far to the back. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hide that at all. Again, we could use Photoshop, just like what I plan to do with the stove. But if we can hide it like that, that also works. And we're gonna put it up against a wall, like plaster. We just get a plaster wall here real quick. Another thing, when I was in Gaia, I never saw pygmy habitat construction area. There was an elephant statue. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure they're still just planning on pygmy hippo mixed with bongo for that habitat. So I don't think they're hinting at anything there, I'm sorry. All right. So I want to make this, if possible, less repetitive. Actually, I should undo that. I should just color them all that way. Would be nice if they had Asian elephants, so it'd be closer to like every typical zoo animal. What does every zoo need? Every typical zoo animal? I don't know. I like Gaia the way it is. Just get cool stuff. You don't need elephants. I'd rather them get cool stuff, like, you know, the rock wallabies that they're getting, than trying to get elephants. Because it takes up so much space and budget and... ugh. Just... I understand that there is a need for more elephant exhibits. So it does... it wouldn't not make sense for them to get elephants. But at the same time, I'm like, no, please. Or Tamandua. Yes. Every zoo. See, not every zoo needs elephants, but every zoo does need Tamandua. That is just a fact. Undeniable truths being spoken here today. Giant anteaters, or I will be mad. Oh, them too? Sure. Why not? Why? Why not? Not! Ha! You get it? Because it's a not. I kid you not. How many viewers did I just lose? Oh, that doesn't work very well. Yeah, these are not the type of pieces that are too kind to this sort of shenanigans. That's the only downside of it. That's a nice thing about foam pieces. You don't have to worry about them deforming and stuff. They just work. I want, oh god, I hate the Euro pack for the fact that you cannot type rope anymore without being plastered with bullshit. Could do that, or I could do this. Yeah, see, from a distance it looks awful. Tamandua is like the friendly brother of the giant anteater. Truth. I think I'm gonna use eggs for this. I think that's better. These people are really popping off. I wonder how much money has already exploded outside today. Just in my general vicinity. Because it feels like it's a lot. Ooh. Pygmy anteaters. I feel like I've heard that. Like, I've heard that before, but I've never really looked up what they look like. Alright, we just need the little cheekies. And then we're pretty good in terms of our panda rug. I'm actually really happy with this so far. Right, let's get the red in there as well. This is really good. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Just gotta get the full shape in. Okay, from a distance it looks a little off, but it's awesome. And now I just want to... Oh god. I gotta get that egg. Give me the egg. Oh, I got the egg. Amazing. Alright, I gotta get some white. Because they do have a little... Just teeny tiny... No. There we go. Oh, that looks even worse from a distance now. But this looks great. Alright, awesome. I guess that's good. And now we just get the string again. And I want to get a... Is there only a curved 2 meters? That's good. So I'll get a curved 2 meter string in the color of red. Red. Let's make it more obviously red. There you go. So that's going to be what's currently being worked on. You can clearly see that that's being sewn into the rug right now. Ah, beautiful. So we can do that. And if we just quickly make a floor. Like so. I think we want to have this a little closer still. And then we can take the marquee rope. Because we don't have a curved one of that, right? No. Okay, but that's fine. Because we can just take this. And let's try to turn that into a ball of yarn. Kind of. That's the idea I have, at least. Let's see how well we can realize it. Oh, that's not that bad. Amazing! Oh, this ended up so much better than I imagined at the start. That is a great loom. Oh, wow. I am impressed with my own abilities today. All right. I think that's where I'm going to call it today. We built 2 pretty decent props for someone who hasn't played in months. Let's put those side by side there. So we still have to make this one, like a picture of that one on fire. But first I will have to make like a little living room type setup. But it will be fun to make some screenshots for that and make some billboards out of it. So yeah, let's quickly just combine these 2. So I will probably, there is more stuff that I want to build for this that are like Red Panda related. And once I start editing the Nepal vlog again, I'll probably come across some more things that I want to build. And I will release this, of course, to the workshop as like a little red panda conservation pack. That will be a lot of fun to do. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this very special stream. This was a stream of all kinds of celebrations. This was the end of year stream, the 3,000 subscriber special stream, I guess. Catching up for not having a Red Panda Day stream. And we actually did do some Red Panda related stuff, so that's great. You know, all the things, all the streams. The PC is fixed stream, just so many events all at once. So I want to wish you all a fantastic new year. In Dutch we say jaarwisseling, which is like change of year. I'm not sure if you wish someone a good change of year in English as well. But yeah, I thank you all so much for being here today. And one of my biggest YouTube related what's the word for it? What's the word? There's a word for it. Things you want to do in the new year. There is a word for that, but I'm completely brain farting on it right now. So, anyway, my biggest thing that I want to do next year in terms of YouTube, there's a couple of things that are on like equal grounds. One of them is finish the Beekse Bergen, finally. I was told that Beekse Bergen won't be seeing too much construction for the time being, which makes sense because of course they're doing a really big project in Overloon, and they just wrapped up the Elephant Valley there by adding the new meerkat habitat, which is fine. It's a nice habitat for sure. There's a few things I don't quite like about it, but we'll get to that when we get to building it, because I do still want to build it because it kind of completes that part of the zoo. So yeah, that's one thing. Finish Beekse Bergen. Finish the Germany zoo trip videos, and then the Nepal vlog, of course. But the main thing, which is relevant to everyone watching right now, is that I really want to get a streaming schedule going. I've been very irregular with my streams, always. But now that I finally live on my own, I am in full control of my own schedule. So I hope that I will be able to regularly stream like once a week or once every other week. Let's start with every other week and see how that goes and work from there. So I'm not sure which day I'm going to pick just yet. But honestly, the Monday has always suited pretty well. Everyone was always... I remember back in the day when I did stream pretty regularly on Monday. People were always happy that there was something to cure them of the Monday depression. So maybe we'll get that going again. Although Monday is an office day for me normally, so I will be extra tired then. But yeah, I don't know. But I just want to stream more regularly to also get a feeling for it. Because every time I stream, I'm like stumbling over the basic stuff again. Which shouldn't be necessary. I just need to practice that stuff. Because now, like at the end of the stream, I'm already doing a lot better than at the start, I feel. So yeah, if I just do it regular, then that won't be an issue. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up right here. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great new year. And I will see you in the new year. So no video this week. No video this week because I just didn't have time. I could cobble something together in one day tomorrow, but I don't think that will be worth it, spending my New Year's doing. So, yeah. Thank you all. See you next year. Bye-bye.